Well, I thought in this video I would give you some ideas on mounting cameras on your airplane. A lot of people like to film their flights these days and put them on YouTube, whether it's just for your own enjoyment or you want to share your adventures with everybody else. It's kind of fun to mount some cameras on the plane and then edit together some cool videos. I like to do it, and I thought I'd show you some of the camera mounts that I have on my airplane. Some of them I bought from nflightcam.com, and a couple of them, as you'll see, I designed and built myself. And I have one inside the cockpit with no branding on it, so I have no idea where I got it from. It might be a GoPro mount, I just have no idea, but it works really well, and I'll show you that one too. And stick around because I've got an affiliate link now with nFlight Cam, and you will save 10% on any of the mounts that you want to buy from them. So let's get started. Now the first one I want to show you is from nFlight Cam, and as you can see, it clamps around your wing strut. It's adjustable for any size strut, and you can see it's machined out of really nice solid aluminum. And on the back, there's a rubber strap that goes around, and you can see it's just like a belt. There's a little pin that goes through a hole so you can adjust it. And then what I do is just to keep the extra rubber from flapping around in the wind, I just put a little zip tie on the bottom to hold it. This mount that I have is probably about 6 years old now, and the rubber has not deteriorated at all. It's still in perfect condition, and it's just like it was when it was brand new, and it works really well. Now what's nice about this too is it has 2 screws on the side, and you just loosen each one. Mine aren't very tight right now. And once you loosen those, you can position the camera really any way you want. You could have it facing backwards or forward or down. And what I do is I turn the camera on and I look through the viewfinder in the back, and then I just kind of position it to where I think it's a good shot. It shows enough of the airplane but also the surroundings. And then once I get it positioned nice, I just tighten it up. And I've never once had it move on me. So it's really easy to adjust. Now most of you have probably seen some of the cruiser videos I've made flying around in the Blue Angels cruiser. So you know the 2 camera views I have from inside. One is facing forward, and I have this mount here. This also is from nFlight Cam, and it's just a suction cup that I put on the window. Sometimes I'll put it up here on the top window. Either place works just as well, but it's totally adjustable. And I'll show you, but you just loosen this up and you can articulate this arm any way you want. Now I've got my camera set up on the other side of the plane, so hopefully you can see, but what I'm going to do is just loosen up this little thumb wheel, and you can see you can adjust this thing a zillion different ways. And I always put it just about right there, tighten it up, and there you go. Now the other mount I have, this is the one that's unbranded, so I really don't know who makes this. But you can see it just clamps onto a bar and it holds a GoPro. And I have that one kind of facing towards the pilot or me if I wanted to kind of talk into the camera. But again, it's adjustable and you can slide it anywhere on this tube that you want. Or if you have a different airplane, like a tube and fabric type airplane, there's a lot more tubes inside the fuselage where you can secure that to. The Super Duty or the Zenith airplanes really only have 2 tubes on the inside. But like I said, there's other airplanes that give you a lot more options. Now I also wanted a camera on the tail of the airplane, so it's looking forward and getting most of the airplane in the shot. So I designed a mount that goes on the back, and then I bought an Insta360 camera. When those are the ones you always see with a big boom coming out of the wingtip with the camera mounted at the end of the boom. Those can be quite expensive. I made mine for less than $5. That's kind of a little bit of a lie. I made the mount for less than $5, but you do still need to get the pole, but I'll show you where to get one of those too. All right, I'll show you the first one I made back on the tail here. And I even put some branding on it, and I did that for 2 reasons. One is just because it looks cool, but 2, for another project I'm working on for a customer, I actually wanted to see how small I could cut out letters on my plotter. And this is kind of about the smallest you can go, because you see like a letter like the B, or say like the E there in my last name, you have to be able to cut and peel out the insides of those letters. So that gets really small on here and really difficult to do. I wanted to see how small I could go with the letters, but I think it looks kind of cool on there. But this is the mount. It's just made out of angled aluminum. And you'll notice it is a little bit long. And the reason it's long is because I had originally planned to use this mount here from GoPro. And it's just a sticky mount that goes on there. And then I saw from In-Flight Cam, you can buy this little mount here. And I liked it a lot better because if I use the GoPro one, the only adjustment I have is basically up and down. Whereas with this one, I can go 360 degrees around plus up and down. So it gives me a lot more flexibility. What I might do is, because now with this one, I don't need it this long, I might make another mount and just cut it back to about here and then move this back here. I don't think it'll matter at all, but that's why it's probably a little bit longer than it needs to be. Now, the issue with this mount is you do have to plan for that while you're building your airplane. When I was building this, I put 2 nut plates in the end rib here, knowing that I wanted to make a mount for there. And I also have 2 nut plates up on the top of the vertical tail too. So eventually I'll make a mount and mount a camera up there also. Well, now I'll show you the mount I made for the Insta360 on the boom. And as you can see, it is just made out of square aluminum tube and a couple of dowel clamps. Now, to mount something like this in your airplane, you can't just mount it to the skin. You're definitely going to want to install some hard points in the wing. And what I did on here, before I riveted on the wingtip, I got some 1/8" aluminum, and I cut 2 pieces. I think they're about 3 or 4 inches. And I put, there's 6 rivets, if I remember, that go into the rib and in the bottom skin. So it's secured to the rib and the skin, and it's absolutely solid. It doesn't move at all. I can move the whole airplane when I pull on it. So again, you know, if you're building your airplane and you want to put cameras in there, kind of think ahead before you close things up, and you can mount in some supporting structure and some nut plates. If you've already built your airplane, you can still get to in here before you rivet on your wingtips. And that's what I did. When I was building the wings, I didn't really think about the camera mounts, but luckily for me, before I put the wingtips on, I kind of thought about the mounts, and I was still able to get in here and reach this rib to put the internal supports in there. And then this is the aluminum I used. Obviously, it's just from Home Depot. This is the aluminum that I made the tail mount out of. And then this is the square aluminum that I used to make the boom mount. And this square aluminum technically was free for this because I already had a couple of these pieces, because it is what I've made my missile mounts out of. You can see it's the same square tubing. And for you Zenith builders, you can see I designed this mount pretty much the same way as the doors are made on the Zenith. I just made my own gussets out of scrap aluminum that I had, and I rivet them all together. Just cut out the square tube to the size you need. So that's how I made the missile mounts. And then, like I said, I had some of this extra. So this is what I used to make the mount for the boom. Now, because there's internal structure in the wing, that boom mount is mounted very solid. And you can see I have it mounted on some rubber discs. And again, for you Zenith builders, these rubber discs are the exact same rubber discs that are used under the seats. I just had some extras. And I put them there for a couple reasons. One is to protect the wing and the paint, but also there's a slight curve to the bottom of the wing. So this square aluminum won't really sit flush on the wing, so you need to have it hang down just a little bit from the wing. But it works really nice. And then as you can see, my boom mount, I just have held in here with the dowel clamps, and it works absolutely perfect. So now, where do you get this boom? Now, this boom that I have is actually from a photography light that I had. And I didn't need a light anymore, and I sold them both on Facebook Marketplace. But before I sold them both, I realized, like, you know what? I'll bet that boom would work perfect for my Insta360 camera. And there's just 2 clips here, and I can loosen this and I can go way out in front of the wing. The boom is probably, I'm guessing, maybe 7 feet long. And that's pretty far out. So I think probably about right here is good. But you can adjust it anywhere you want it and then just clip it together and it stays there nice. It's not aluminum, it's some sort of steel. And I checked that because a magnet will stick to this. But it's very solid. And I think it'll work great, but I haven't flown with it yet. So buyer beware. But what I'll do is I will put a link to this light in the description box below. You can get them on Amazon. And unfortunately, they only sell them in pairs. So you have to buy 2 of them. And I think they're $105 for both. So when I say I built my mount for $5, that's kind of true because, you know, the Adele clamps were like $1 each and then a couple bucks for the scrap aluminum. So to make the mount was really cheap, but you will have to get a boom. And so you're gonna spend $100 to buy 2 lights. And then what I do is there's just a rivet that holds the bottom legs on. You just drill out that rivet, you take the legs off. And here's what's awesome. See this little aluminum piece at the very end? There's a threaded end to that aluminum piece that's used to thread into the light. And it is the exact perfect thread to thread into the camera. So I didn't have to modify the end at all. Well, I was planning on getting a piece of aluminum and putting it on a lathe and machining my own end so that I could screw it on here. And I just happened to think, wonder if that's the same thread on there, and this threaded right on. So if you want to do this, probably buying this light, it's from a company called, I don't know, Newer or Newer, but it works perfect. So it's easy to do, and it's easy to take off the legs on it, and the camera fits right on, and it's completely adjustable. And what I did when I was done making my mounts is I took them both to the powder coater to have them powder coated a semi-gloss black, just because it looks better than having just bare aluminum. It gives it a more, you know, finished look. You know, doesn't this look like something you bought like I bought in a online or a store somewhere? And of course, I just put some graphics on it. But yeah, guys, if you can build an airplane, you can certainly build a mount like that. Now, In-Flight Cam has done something really cool for us, and I really appreciate it. They have given me an affiliate link, which means when you enter their website through this link, anything you order on their website, you're going to save 10%. That link is in the description box below. If you head over to the In-Flight Cam website using my affiliate link, you'll see right on the top here in red, orders over $30, you get free shipping. So that's pretty nice. Now, if you scroll down here, you can kind of take a look at all the different menus and the things that they have, but I kind of wanted to show you some of the things I'd recommend that you get. So if we click over here on camera accessories, you can see all the different products they have. This right here, this ball head mount, that's the one that I just showed you previously in the video. That's what I have mounted on that aluminum angle in the tail of the airplane. Right below that is the articulating arm that I have mounted on my side window that I showed you. And right below that is this wing strut mount. Same exact one that I have. And they've got a couple other things here. Here's that, this is different than the one I have, but it's a clamp that goes on a bar, so you can build a mount to mount on the bar if you want. And if we go back to their main website here, what I'd recommend though is I would get something like this kit right here. Now it's going to depend on which GoPro you have. Like you can see this one's for the 9, 10, 11, or 12. So make sure you know what GoPro you have. But if you get something like this, you can see it comes with that articulating arm. It comes with the audio cable that just plugs into the camera, and it's a splice between your headset and your headset jack so that you can record your cockpit audio. And then it comes with a nice carrying case there. So they have a lot of different accessories and things that you can get depending on what camera you have and what all you want to do. They have accessories for the Insta360 and things like that. So take a look around their website. If you guys want to mount cameras on your airplanes, I think these are excellent mounts. All of the videos that I filmed with my cruiser are using these mounts. And don't forget, you get free shipping over $30 and you get 10% off with my affiliate link. Well, thank you for watching this video, everybody. I hope you maybe learned something or at least got some ideas on how maybe you can design and build some mounts for cameras on your airplane. Please like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and remember, these affiliate links and discount codes, they're not just for you guys watching my channel. If you want to share these codes and affiliate links with people in your EAA chapter or anybody you know at the airport, you can certainly do that, and everybody can enjoy those discounts. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video, which should be the first flight of this airplane.